Born in Alberta in 1924, Dawn Smith at first dreamed of becoming an aviation engineer.
He didn't get his engineering degree and so had to get a job. Went to work in construction. Rose to become a superintendent by the time he was 26, 27, which is virtually unheard of.
He was a strongly opinionated young man, unwilling to compromise his values, and this is what led him to strike out on his own.
His area manager came to him and said, I have to take some of the profits that you're making on your job and divert them to other jobs in my division. And my dad said, I earned those profits. Those are my profits on my job and they're staying there. And the guy said, no, they're not. And my dad said, yes, they are.
Vowing to do things differently, he started Ellis Dawn with his brother in 1951, and he quickly showed his colors as a force to be reckoned with in the construction world.
He was tough and fearless. People had to measure up to his standard. And he didn't get a huge reputation in the construction industry by having sloppy people work for him. He was a remarkable boss, and that's what I admired about him.
You were going into a confrontation with him. You had to not just be intellectually strong and have all your facts straight. You had to be ready. You had to equal him in determination or he would run you over. He was a great delegator. He gave everybody great power. He would call you into his office, say, here's the assignment, here's the project, get the hell out of my office and go build it. You had great freedom. You knew that he trusted you. You also knew you better not screw up.
But behind the tough exterior, Dawn always inspired the trust and respect of his employees because he gave it back in spades.
Dawn was he was an honest man. He had a lot of integrity. That's the way that it was, very straightforward and very fundamentally sound.
He treated everybody the same way. He was always popular with people because he knew how to talk to people and understand what they were about. Great guy.
He would talk to the guy working the shovel in the hole. He would talk to the superintendent. He would talk to the client. He would talk to the architect. When there was an issue, he would take solutions from everybody, and everybody knew.
The number of influential buildings that Ellis Dawn has constructed is massive, but the project that cemented Ellis Dawn's reputation as an industry leader was the completion of the Sky Dome in 1989.
It was hugely risky. It was an engineering feat that had never been done before, this retractable roof stadium.
And we assembled a fabulous team. I think everyone worked very hard at it, and it wasn't without its challenges, but then what happened was the $180 million turned into a whole lot more.
The Sky Dome, now the Rogers Center, was just a terrific achievement for him in terms of risk, in terms of engineering achievement, and really in terms of taking the company to a different level. After the Sky Dome, we were center stage.
The risk certainly paid off. The company today now completes over $3.5 billion in construction each year.
His motto all through life was, once you make a decision, you make it work. And that totally was his motto all through life.
Dawn strived to make the community better. He was heavily involved in politics and multiple philanthropic ventures, often taking the initiative to help those in need that no one else would.
I couldn't begin to tell you the number of things that he's been involved with, apart from what you've already heard about. There are people out in this community in business that he helped. Nobody knows about that. Women who were in trouble that he's helped, not asking anything back, just knowing that somebody is in trouble.
Sadly, Dawn Smith passed away at age 89 in July of 2013.
Yeah, I miss him a lot. But I'm very proud of the legacy that he's left behind. I wish he was there to give his own acceptance because, boy, and he would have gotten very choked up, I have to say, to be recognized in such a distinguished group.
I know that he would be extremely proud. And for the family, I think there's just an enormous sense of pride. We always knew he was a great guy, a great Canadian.
Please welcome Dawn Smith, posthumous 2014 inductee, as Companion of the Canadian Business Hall of Fame.